This is DNG, welcome to 7DSystem, and we're going to be talking further about various aspects of the role-playing game 7DSystem. And in this video we're going to talk about occupations and character archetypes. If you'd like to support these videos, check out patreon.com/7DSystem. So, character archetypes and occupations. Now, in a lot of role-playing games, you have what they call classes. So, this is a classless, not non-class. It is a classless system. So, you don't have like fighter and rogue and wizard, etc. You learn to become these characters through the story. So you do not start out as a wizard or a rogue or a fighter, etc. You start out as an ordinary person and you build yourself up to become the character of your choice. And that is done through the game and not through character creation. Character creation is essentially about finding out what kind of ordinary person your character is, and it evolves from there. So in the next video we'll talk about character creation and absolute zero characters. But that's the next video. In this one, we're going to get back to character archetypes. So archetypes are typically story styles or motifs that a character has and how they fit into an overall story. And there are essentially 12 different archetypes. Now, these are not character-specific things, so it's got nothing to do with your abilities and that sort of thing. It's more to do with the personality of the character. So the first important archetype is the caregiver. So this is an altruist, a healer, someone who tends to support the rest of his company or his party or his family or his society in general. Then there's the citizen. This person, she's like the working stiff, the ordinary person in the street, the good neighbor, the solid citizen, kind of like the silent majority. And they believe all people are created equal. Then there's the creator. It's the artist, the inventor, the musician, the writer, and the dreamer. That's what the creator does. Very creative in the pursuits, and there are certain aspects of different archetypes that are weaknesses, their drives, their goals, etc. And all these will be outlined in the actual core mechanics, so that it helps you to actually role-play the character better. There's the explorers, the seeker, the wanderer, the individualist, the pilgrim. This is the character that's the one that's going to go on a journey to find the specific thing that their cause has been looking for, or their family heirloom, or that is going to be the explorer. The innocent is a character that is more utopian, a traditionalist, somewhat naive, like a mystic and a saint, and a romantic and also a dreamer. Then there's the lover, the friend, partner, intimate associate, an enthusiast, essentialist, a spouse, and a team builder. Some would say they're in contrast with the politician. This character is the boss, the leader, the role model, the manager, the administrator. Unlike the rebel, who's revolutionary, a wild man. And some would say the misfit, who has weaknesses of crossing over to the dark side or falling into crime, but who has a talent for outrageousness and radical freedom. Then there's the superhero. They're known as the warrior, the crusader, rescuer, the superhuman, soldier, dragon slayer, the winner and the team player. Often aided by the thinker, who's an expert, a scholar, a detective, an advisor, the philosopher and academic, the planner, the professional, the mentor, and contemplative. Their strategy is to seek out knowledge and seek out wisdom. They fear being duped or ignorant or being misled. And then there's everyone's favorite, the trickster. They're the comedian, the practical joker, the glue that holds the band together. They have a drive to live in the moment with full enjoyment. And that brings us finally to the visionary. They're a catalyst, an inventor, they're charismatic, a leader, a shaman, a healer, and a medicine man. So those are the 12 archetypes and some of the little bits and pieces that go with them. Part of the drive, weakness, talent, etc. Those will all be outlined in the core mechanics. When it comes to setting, then you can choose an occupation for the character. Now, occupation has to be something that ordinary people do within the setting that the story is set. So we'll take a fantasy setting in as an example. A butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, a wet nurse, a rat catcher, a grave digger, a cobbler, a wet nurse, a dog trainer, extortionist, city guardsman, coffin maker, wig maker, or a washerwoman. Ordinary occupations that the ordinary person in the environment would be doing. That is the core starting occupation for the character, and you build upon that within the story. So you do get some bonuses from your occupation, and generally the director makes a decision unless it's outlined in the setting as to what certain occupations will get as bonuses. You then build upon that character through playing the story, playing out the story in the way that you would like to change the character. So you don't necessarily always have to be a rat catcher, you can become a wizard. So I hope you liked that video. Click the like button if you did, and I'd like to see you on social media with Facebook and Twitter /7DSystem. And I will see you in the next 7DSystem video. As we said, we're going to talk about character creation and absolute zero characters. See you then!